everybody, welcome back. Audrey here, the Fit, Fearless, and Faithful Mom. Thanks so much for joining me today. If it's your first time, welcome. Would love for you to hang out with me more by tapping that subscribe button, tapping that notification bell so you can join me in the future. Today, as you can see, it's a little bit different of a setup. I'm gonna be taking you through different parts of my home, showing you the way that I stay organized. You know, organization is a really big part of my life. First things first is because I want to make sure that I can find everything, because my home is my office, and if I can't find something, then it kind of delays the day. Because if you didn't know already, if you're new here, I am a homeschool mom, and so I want to be able to find our homeschool things. When it comes to cooking, I want to be able to just go in the pantry and reach stuff. So we've been living in this house for just a couple years, and one of the biggest things for us was making sure that as we were kind of restructuring the house before we moved in, making sure that we had a place for everything. And on both of our wish lists, it was having a pantry. So come and step inside my pantry. This is gonna be the first stop on my home organization tour. All right, welcome to the inside of my pantry. Again, this was one of the big things that I really wanted to continuously stay organized. In our last home, we had one of those, it was a cabinet, but the door pulled down and it was really deep, and no matter how hard we tried, we tried doing, it was like those stackable things, I don't know, it was like those little risers so you can put stuff on top and you can put stuff underneath, but it just turned out to be a mess. So this was one of the things that I wanted to make sure was super duper organized. Linked in the description box below, you will see where I got all of these containers from. I do some baking throughout the year. I make some specialty cakes for friends and family, and so having all of my flour and my sugar, and then just having the regular stuff of pasta and all that, I wanted to make sure that I could see it. And whenever I needed it, I wanted to grab it. Now, I used to keep all of my containers completely full, and that's really gluttonous and really wasteful. So that's why you'll see here my almond flour. I don't have a need to use almond flour right now, so that's why this container is absolutely empty. So once I do need it, I'll buy some more. So I'm gonna take you on a closer look so that you can see how I have everything laid out. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the inside of my pantry. What you're looking at right now is the left side of it. This is the sort of top shelf of it. It's where I keep a lot of my condiments and different things that I like to cook with to add some flavor to whatever I am cooking. Down below, I have all of the things that you need for tacos or chili. So I group all of my beans together, all my taco stuff together, and then this is where you start seeing my baking items, then things for pasta, and coming down here, you'll see a bunch of sprinkles. Now, that clearly is not a normal sprinkle caddy. It's actually a condiment caddy. And I thought it was going to be smaller when I bought it on Amazon. There's two of them that are stacked on top of each other. But we love ice cream, and we love ice cream sundaes, Sunday on a Sunday. And so it actually works out for us really nicely. Plus, again, I do make specialty cakes throughout the year, so it does kind of fit. I don't know, maybe that's a stretch. All right, let's move on to a different part. I'm gonna give you sort of a frontal view right now so you see more of my condiments that I have up there, the Pam and all that kind of stuff. Then the cereal, we really don't eat that much cereal at all, so those are kind of low. Then I have my pancake mix, my gluten-free mix for me, and then my flour. Let's kind of pan down here. More of my baking items. And this is where we start getting into the pastas. And I am out of the regular macaroni for gluten-free pasta, but I do have the spaghetti. So once that's out, then I'll go ahead and refill. Behind the gluten-free pasta, you'll see there is something there. Those are lasagna sheets that are in a canister. We are going to have lasagna or some sort of macaroni tonight, so we'll be using those. Haven't had a need for breadcrumbs, that's why that's empty as well. And let's back this up a little bit more. I told you I was into cake making, right? Okay, so there you see my luster dust and all my other sprinkles and all of my other tools that I use to make these designer cakes for individuals. These turntables work out really nicely because I can turn them. I don't have to sift through anything. I really don't like having anything stacked on top of each other. The turntable works out nice. I'm gonna back it out just a little bit more. There's no shortage of chips, so all of our chips are always kept on the left side. We have a couple bottles of water there, and then I do keep my mixer on the right side tucked behind the wall. There is a basket under there as well that I keep more icing. Now, I'm gonna hop on in here and show you the right side. Okay, that top basket is our fun basket. We have a lot of chocolate, we have Oreos, we have hard shell, anything that you want for a fun dessert is kept in that top basket. Now let's move on down here to this basket. And this basket houses all of our nuts. When my dad comes, he loves having nuts with his fruit and everything, and we love nuts as well. So we get all of our nuts from nuts.com, or I do get them from Amazon, so they are housed in this basket. And more chocolate. Now if we move down here, the right basket has all of our croutons. We love croutons and salad. And in the left basket, we have other crackers, all different kinds of crackers for the kids, and those are actually seaweed wrappers too, I believe. All right, now these two baskets, the one on the left has snacks for the kids, the one on the right has tortillas and different types of bread. And this bottom basket has a bunch of snacks, and to the left there are more snacks. Thanks so much for joining me in my pantry. I'm gonna do a little pan over so that you can see everything once again, and then we're gonna move on to a different room. Okay, welcome to our toy room. Behind me I have cubbies for the kids that I'll show you in a moment, but attached to each little cubby bin, I made labels. They have both pictures and words so the kids know where to put their toys. Toys are a big one for me. We're always going through our toys, seeing what's broken, what needs to be fixed, what they're not playing anymore, so that we can maybe donate it or something like that. But toys, I want our toys to be organized. And I'm not trying to be like super crazy or anything, but here's my point. When you go to play with something, you want to be able to find it. And so what I've done, and I'll link in the description box below my cubby labels that I have made, but I have a label for superheroes. I have a battle bin label because Corbin, if he has a boy over, or even with the girls, they like playing battle. And so they'll say, "Mom, where is it?" Go in the battle bin if you need something to have a battle. "Mom, I want to play kitchen." Go in the kitchen bin. So I'll show you that in a moment, but I really like having toys organized. I don't like just picking stuff up and, because then, think about this, when your kids go to play, if stuff isn't organized, what happens? They just take the bins or they take whatever you have and everything just gets dumped on the floor. Then it takes longer at the end of the day to clean everything up. Then you end up helping, and then it takes longer, and then everybody gets sidetracked. So I am all about streamlining. Am I successful at it every single day? No, but I do my best. And I do my best by trying to have as organized of a home as possible without being too nuts. I'm gonna pan around the other way to show you our cubby system for homeschooling as well. Let's get to it. Not gonna go too much into detail. Linked in the description box below, you'll find a homeschool room tour where I do go through all of these. The difference between the video that is posted below and this is that within the past week, I got these awesome from Amazon file organizers. So I had all of the books on the shelf, but what I went back and I did, because I don't know, it's kind of my relaxation to organize these shelves, is I went back and I kind of just put similar books together for history or for our math and for our sciences. So that's why I have multiple folders. And then our construction paper was a big one as well. The construction organizer that we had before, the papers were getting mashed and folded and bent, and so I got these, which actually is really helping, and the kids can take them in the future, and it's multi-purpose because it's the kind of organizers where it's multiple pieces, so that works out. So again, check out the video on how I have organized all of my materials and what I have done. Let's move on to a different room that I'm so excited to show you about. We have 2 more spots to go on our tour. Okay, so we are in a totally different room now, and I am going to show you how I organize our gift bags, our tissue paper, our extra blankets, and so, because let's face it, everyone has tissue paper, everybody has gift bags, and what do you end up doing with it? You either end up throwing it away, or it gets mashed in a box, and I used to keep my tissue paper just, you know, in a big container, a big plastic container. But then I wasn't able to find anything until this. You ready? Let's start off with the tissue paper and gift bags. I started hanging everything and it works out so nicely. So if you know me, you know I don't like throwing gift bags away because they're good. Why throw them out? So if you give me a gift bag, if it's not like scribbled on or torn or anything like that, rest assured, I'm gonna keep it. So, and I do that with some tissue paper and things like that too, but I started hanging it because it keeps really nice. I can find all of my colors very easily, and then my gift bags are actually divided out between girl gift bags, boy gift bags, if I'm going to a baby shower or a wedding or on Christmas, you know, different holidays. That's how I do my gift wrapping as of now. And then on the floor, you'll see I have my gift boxes. In that purple bag there is ribbon. And then up against the wall, tucked, are all of the wrapping papers that I use. So let's move on to something new now. I'm gonna pan over here. What you'll see right here and here are actually all of my tablecloths for different holidays, my tablecloths with my runners and things like that. So you'll see I have Christmas, I have fall, I have Easter. On the bottom, I have my specialty linens that I got from overseas. And what I keep them in, let me show you this. You know how pillows come in these plastic pouches? These are great for storage. So if you're not using these for something, you should be. So next time you go buy pillows and you have one of these, use it. I'm a huge fan of rolling things instead of stacking them. I can fit way more blankets in each individual cubby, so that's nice. And then our extra sheets. Now over here, you'll see I have some extra pillows. All of our other pillows are on the top shelf, and then those are actually 3 air mattresses. Now you ask, why do I have 3? Well, one of them I've had for I guess over 10 years now, and the other 2 we bought because we had a massive sleepover at our house and people needed a place to sleep. So we have 3 air mattresses now. And then this is where, because it gets cold for all of a day here, I keep our winter coats.
And our jackets there, yeah. Make sure that it's cold outside.
That's right.
And from winter.
Mm-hmm. Now, as I am going throughout the travels of my day, I do keep some gifts and up here, so if I'm going about my day and I see something, if somebody's getting married or I know a marriage is coming up or a birth or something like that, some books, I just started stacking some gifts that I don't have to think about it at all. All right, so that takes care of this closet. Let me know how you manage all of your gift wrapping and all of your extra blankets and towels and things like that. Let's move on to our last stop on the tour. All right, so welcome to the last stop on the tour. This is our linen closet, but I've turned it into kind of the crafts closet as well, so let's take a peek inside. All right, let's start with here. I started labeling all of our bins because it just got to be a little bit confusing of what was in where, and then we had medicine that was really old and stuff. All right, so let's start up here. We have our first aid. Then next to that, I have all sorts of toiletries for travel. So it's toothpaste, little toothpaste, and it's just like in a little baggie that you can grab and go. Then I have little bottles of shampoo and conditioner. So anything that you need to travel, take that. Then I have the kids' medicine, our medicine, then those 3 bins, you can see what that is. So if you come over, you need an extra toothbrush or toothpaste or something.
Where are the coloring books?
I don't know. In your closet, I think. So that takes care of all of our medicine and our household needs. Right here, all the paints that we use, that is fun tape. The one on the bottom there that is black and green and blue, that one is actual duct tape. The other stuff doesn't hold as well. It holds okay, but It's not the best. On the bottom here is where we have all of our crafting supplies. So I didn't label these because they're see-through, so that works out well for the kids. All right, thanks so much for stopping by on my home organization tour. Let me know how you organize. Again, links in the description box below for all the tools that I use in these parts of my home. Let me know if you have any questions. Would love to hear from you. If I can pray for you in any way, let me know. Remember to tap that subscribe button, tap that notification bell so you can join me in the future. Take care, everybody. Bye.